Hello, let's try to solve a Leetcode problem today. Today I'm going to try the problem number 5, longest palindromic substring. So for this one, if we are giving a string as BABAD, so the longest is BAB because BAB is a continuous string because the palindromic substring is a continuous non-empty sequence of characters within a string. So this means BAB is a palindromic substring, and for this one, B and B is a palindromic substring. Let's go to the whiteboard and then I will go to code. I'm going to use the simple approach to solve this problem. It is also similar to brute force. If we directly use brute force, it will time limit exceeded. For example, the brute force will be here will be A, this I pointer, and the Z pointer will be pointed to another way, another A. So this AA is a palindromic substring. So for this pointer I and Z, there will be square n time complexity, and also in between we need to check if it is a palindromic substring. It is also n, so it is a cubic of n. This will time limit exceeded. Let's check the value of the length of the string. So the length of the string is 1000. So 1000 times 1000, it is 10 to the power of 9. So the cubic of this number, the cubic of 1000 is 10 to the power of 9. This will time limit exceeded, so we cannot use it directly. But if we can use another brute force method, we can solve the problem. For example, we will not go straight from A from the beginning. We will go from the middle. If we can go from B, so this is only one loop. We can go from A to B. Imagine if we already goes to B, how should we check if this is a palindromic substring? We can just use another two pointers, left pointer and right pointer. We shift from the B to one step to the left, it goes to A, and another one step goes to the right, it goes to A. If A equals to A, we know it is a palindromic substring, and then we go to the, from here we go to the left side, and from here we go to the right side. Then we can check A not equals to B, so we will stop the loop. So the result will be ABA. Over here is also B, so we can continuously go out of the boundary. So the longest will be BABAB. So in this way, the time complexity will be ON square. Because first of all, we need to check which one is middle. So here, B, we see B as a middle of the substring. And then go from the left and go from the right, use two pointers. So this for this string, the length of it is odd. But what about even? So if there's an even one, BB, and at the left and right side, it's A. So from BB, we need to initiate two pointers I and Z to be here, and then go to the left and go to the right. We can calculate the length. It is 4. If we only use one pointers, we cannot get the longest. So we have to choose a pointer pointed to a pointer I and Z pointed to the same place, and another pointer I and I plus 1. It means it will always be neighbor pointers for I and Z. In this way, we can solve the problem. Now let's code it here. So I will use a function def sub longest palindrome. So this function will solve the problem from middle pointer. It may be one pointer or two pointer. So this will be left and right. So there is a left and a right pointer pointed to the middle of the string. For example, here it will be pointed to B. The left and the right will, both of them will pointed to the B. Yeah. And another case is left pointed to this place and the right pointed to this place. So it will be represented as this function, the result. Yeah. So here in between, I will not write how the function works, but the function will get a substring. It is the longest substring from a middle point. From here, I will define a result string. It is a res, and I will return the result. And from here, I want to check, use the function. I will use a loop for I in range len s. I want to check if I can get the max. So I will use a method from Python. It is a res with sub longest palindrome. Here I will use longest sub longest palindrome I and I. It will start from the same character. And this one, it will start from two neighboring characters. It will I and I plus 1. And for this max, we can also use a function similar like lambda function. We can use a less method. So here, the k will equal to length. In this way, inside, here is a string. Here is also a string, and this one is also a string to be returned. But when we compare it, we will compare the longest length. We will get the longest length first, but the result will be a string. For example, the result will be empty string, and here maybe a string a, another function. This one may be a string AA. First, we will compare which one is the longest. So AA will be the longest. Use this method k equals length. So the length is 2. It is the longest. And here the result will return a string because when we compare use the length method, but we get the string result. Yeah, it's not a number 2. It is a string. So yeah, I hope when we practice more Leetcode problems or practice the Python language, we should know this kind of method. And here, let's try to write the function. The function is straightforward. So for the L pointer, the left pointer should always more than and equal to 0. And for the right pointer, it should always be less than the string less of the string s. And also, we need to check if SL equals to SI. This is the condition. If it all meets, we can safely let L shift to the left side one place, and R pointer move to the right side one place. Then we can return the result. So as I already explained, if this is ABA, the string, first of all, it all started from B, and then it goes to A and A, left L equals to A, and R pointed to this A. After that, this L pointer will go out of A, and the right pointer will also go out of A. Yeah. Imagine here is a L and here is a R pointer. It goes out of A at the left side. This goes out of A at the right side. What should we return? So we should return as string L should plus 1, but R we don't need to plus because this R is not included. Now let's try to check if it can solve the problem. It's accepted. Let's submit it. Yeah, it's got accepted. As you can see, this way is very easy to understand, and the time complexity is also square n. Yeah, and because the maximum of n is 1000, so the square of n is million. Like this kind of time we can pass in Leetcode.